Hi everyone, Starly here. Today I'm going to be talking about how I plan to make money as an artist. About a month and a half ago, I was let go from my job. So at that time, I decided I wanted to become an independent artist because I'm kind of sick of working for companies that are just going to let me go. So I want to try it out, see how it goes, see if I can make something from it, and if I can't, then I'll go back to the drawing board and just try new things, see what works. But hopefully this video will help both me and the viewers try and understand what it's like to be an independent artist and how we can make this into a successful career, because it is possible. Some people, are doing it. Let's just jump in here to what I have. So the first idea I am working on is, of course, my YouTube channel. As you can see, this is a really new channel, so I'm really hoping to do a lot of different content on it, like these art videos, and I like to talk about manga and anime, of course, like everybody does, but hopefully I can do like a fun spin on it, and hopefully people like my VTuber here, so that will interest them and want them and hopefully get them to watch. The thing about YouTube is that it's really a long-term plan. Like, it's going to take a long time to really ramp up and to really start making money off of it, I hope. So it is definitely a journey. It's not get rich quick scheme or anything like that. So I started with YouTube by making my VTuber, which required a lot of watching of videos and tutorials about how to use a live 2D, how to set up the model. And I only did like the half body here. As you can tell, I only have half a body, but eventually I do hope to upgrade to a full body, but there are other things I need to work on first, so I hope people are enjoying how she looks for now, and I think it is a lot of fun. So why did I decide to go as a VTuber? Honestly, I don't really watch VTubers, but I really love the models, I love the aesthetic. I saw a lot of great character designs that really inspired me to create my own VTuber, and this way I don't have to put myself on camera, which is a huge plus. I mean, I don't think I'm really bad looking or anything like that. I'm not really camera shy, but I think I just prefer like having a VTuber. It's a lot of fun. And I get to shake my head. Yeah. So the YouTube model is really a long-term goal, and we'll see how it goes. I hope maybe 6 months, a year from now, I can update with promising results. We'll see how it goes. There's just a lot of stuff to do. I have a lot of ideas, so we're gonna see what works. I mean, I know that some stuff won't work because I am doing this for fun too. I've actually been wanting to do a YouTube channel for a while, just to kind of, talk about stuff or whatever. But now it's like part of my goal to make money, so that's cool too. So the next idea I have is Patreon. I already have a Patreon, but there really aren't many patrons there. So my idea for Patreon is I really gotta ramp it up. I gotta get more stuff there that people are going to be interested in, and I do have ideas for that. I am hoping eventually that I can do like a monthly illustration that hopefully people will be interested in. I also have plans to do, this is a big goal, but plans to do a new comic, and if you follow me on social media then you would know a little bit about it. It is called BL Demon Hot Spring. The comic idea is actually one my husband came up with, and yeah, it sounded like completely shameless and stupid, and just, I think it will be a really fun comic. And with that comic, of course, it's going to be more fan servicey and more in the direction that I want to go with my art. I mean, I'm not going to do only fan service kind of stuff, but my goal is to focus on characters that have very beautiful women like my avatar here, and also very muscular, good-looking men. So I hope to appeal to a lot of people with doing both sexy girls and hot guys, and we'll see how that goes. The next idea I have is selling assets. So I am by trade a graphic designer and obviously also a comic artist. I prefer doing comics, but graphic design can make some money, so that's helpful. So I hope to sell different assets, patterns, and I hope to sell them on platforms such as the Creative Market, which I think Creative Market is a website that not many artists usually talk about. It's more for graphic designers. So I'm hoping to spread out a little bit by going to that kind of a website and selling assets there. The only problem with this is that it does take a very long time to make the assets, and it's tough to come up with different ideas for the assets. So right now I'm working on some assets, and like I said, it's just taking a very long time. But it's not impossible, it's just time consuming, and I hope that it will be worth it in the end, where it just like gets me a few extra bucks every month. You know, it's not gonna be like anything too crazy. I also hope I have ideas for some assets for comics that I think viewers here who make their own comics will be really interested in. So I hope that you will look forward to that. And the next thing I'm interested in doing is merchandise. So that's something I haven't done much of yet. On my Gumroad, I have like a couple of PDFs, and they haven't really sold much. Hopefully I can ramp that up with other stuff though. Like I said, I am thinking about doing some assets for comics that I think would do well on Gumroad. I'm not sure if they would do well in the Clip Studio store, so I don't think I'm going to try them there because it's not really that type of asset. It's a little bit different what I'm thinking of. I also hope to do like the usual stuff like keychains and art prints and apparel. So I hope to utilize websites like Redbubble, which I do have my Redbubble store up now. There are only some kind of basic illustrations that I've done on there so far, so there's nothing really fandom related there yet, but you can check that out in the description of this video if you want to see what I've got so far. Redbubble surprised me because I haven't looked at it in a few years really, and it used to be like this really terrible website. It looked so bad, but now when I look at it, it actually looks pretty damn awesome. And if you haven't been to Redbubble recently, then definitely check them out because it's looking nice. It is looking professional and clean and really easy to use. I'm also going to look into this is kind of a funny one, Teespring. So this is funny because I used to work at Teespring as a graphic designer and making t-shirt designs. So I'm going to be looking into them again. I think they have rebranded as Spring now, but I still see Teespring thrown around, so I don't know how much they're using Spring, but again, that's something I'm going to look into and see how it goes. So I'm thinking of, again, selling like merchandise from my comics, hopefully, or just, you know, things that will interest my audience. Maybe that's a little generic to say, but I do have kind of an audience in mind, so it's not like I'm just saying audience. It's something that I have brainstormed a lot, and that is something that you definitely gotta work on, is just thinking about who is my audience. And also with the t-shirt designs, maybe some generic designs that will appeal to people that are not in my audience, but that would be a separate thing. The next goal for making money on my list is doing commissions and contract work. So because I have a graphic design background, I can do like a variety of things like making logos or other graphics. Since I learned how to use Live 2D, I can also make VTuber models and do the rigging for those as well. Since I made this VTuber, though this is my first one, it's not really perfect, but I think it came out pretty good, pretty decent, and I can only go up. I have a good idea of how to do things now, a much better idea. My main goal is of course doing illustrations and comic pages, so we'll see if I can get some of those eventually. The commissions and contract work, I plan on doing like I think it's going to be a few months before I can take those on, because I really do want to build up this YouTube channel. I want to build up these assets that I can sell and see how those things go before I start taking on projects. The last thing on the list is I am thinking about Skillshare, and Skillshare is something I haven't looked into at all yet, so I'd be starting from zero. And I did try and do a tutorial so far for this YouTube channel, and the tutorial is actually very difficult to do. It did not go well. I had to like record a whole bunch of parts like over and over again, and I still forgot some things that I thought were really important. So it is a lot of work to make a tutorial. The people who do it so easily, you are really amazing, and you inspire me. And I hope we can all inspire each other. Hopefully this video has, got you thinking a little bit. It's got me thinking a little bit. Hopefully it can inspire a lot of people. And if you want to follow more, be sure to like and subscribe. If you got any questions for me, please leave it in a comment, and I will reply to it or try to address it in another video.